Defir versus the Coalition. Defir allies: Landstein, the Horde Merc Group, Orstrium Pirates. The Coalition: Union of Haven, Karn, Lunars, Lirgal, Volstron, Adastria. Too many Merc/Pirate groups to count, to be honest. Originally, the war was only in Lirgal and Volstron after failed attempts of trying not to get the Defir area split up and torn down. As soon as Defir declared independence, Volstron destroyed the north part of Defir. This was because in Astilia times, when Hydro was the Defir mayor, he united it into one claim, with Imperial the state at the time, so the Defir citizens lost over 20k money and were displaced for the entire 3 weeks that followed. A new claim for the war was set up in Karn-Larnstein when Landstein joined the Defir cause. Because Defir declared independence from Lirgal and Volstron, it activated an Aldvir alliance treaty, bringing Karn, Adastria, Vanakunir, Umbria, Sironia into the war. And Lunars, being Lunars, who joins every war in Rathnir, joined the side of Lirgal. Defir formed an alliance with Orstrium Pirates and some friends from Sparwood. Defir managed to get Vanakunir, Sironia, and Umbria to not send troops or aid to the Coalition. With the war coming up, Defir was able to buy the Horde's Merc Group for 150k. Right before the battle, Union of Haven declared war on Defir/Landstein. It's funny as people called us squatters, which we weren't, so a coalition versus squatters? Yeah, okay. Before the battle, Defir troops were setting up defenses and towers. War was declared and we were supposed to be attacking the Imperial claim, but out of nowhere we got info a huge army was approaching Landstein. Just in time, the Horde Merc Group showed up. The battle was now 43 v 85. If more troops showed up, it would be a 46 v 125. A huge war. A good chunk of the Defir military set out before the wall to catch the approaching army off guard. Merc Group to leave with his Merc Group, or he would be possibly banned because of OCC reasons, out of character reasons. Which when I opened a ticket and talked about and proved them wrong, they just closed it. So, yeah. Mass confusion came about when people said the war was cancelled, etc. Before the admins turned off the war claim, Defir and its allies managed to get enough points to win. It was a draw, so nobody won though, so the coalition claimed it won and went to party. With admin intervention, the war was lost for Defir and its allies. Overall, 85k lost to Defir and 125k lost to the coalition troops. Defir didn't have enough willpower and motivation to continue the war, and Landstein claim was given up by a traitor. Defir troops, what was left of the citizens, headed to the Horde, what was promised a state for them. They are still there today with their own town, starting to regrow from the scars of war. Today, the war is still ongoing, as Defir doesn't represent a nation and can't sign a peace treaty with the coalition. The Union of Haven collapsed as well as Karn.